What's going on, everybody? AQ Devi here. Thank you for joining me. And today I wanted to throw out my thoughts on the Starting Room Challenge LTM in Black Ops 6 Zombies and see if this really is a mode worth holding on to, making permanent and a future staple of zombies, or if it should be left to rot like the rest of the LTMs. So let me take you through my journey of this mode and see how all of the maps play. Before we get into it, I just want to apologize about the low mic quality in my last video. I've been budgeting a lot lately for a new microphone, and I finally invested in a Blue Yeti as a strong starter mic, and I've been messing around with things trying to get it to work, so hopefully this is much better. But anyways, back to it. The first map I completed was Liberty Falls. Not taking into account the lack of upgrade systems in the spawn and thinking about how easy the map is normally, it was quite an easy first pick to complete. All felt quite normal until I unexpectedly got a perk drop on round 5, but besides this and the mystery box for getting better rarity weapons, the biggest strength in Liberty Falls comes in the form of its very open starting room layout. The abominations are also a big difference compared to the rest of the maps. The damage reduction it takes when you're not shooting at its open mouths is insane, especially on a map with no pack-a-punch. All in all though, my biggest help on the map was getting Juggernog on round 15 and a Ray Gun Mark II on round 32. The Ray Gun, lethals, and kill streaks were my only form of damage at a certain point, and if you're screaming a different strategy at me, don't worry, I eventually find something that helps on every map. But if I hadn't got a wonder weapon when I did, I'd consider this map a very decent challenge. Next up was the Tomb, and what a massive difference you immediately feel. The Arsenal machine, PhD right there, Pack-a-Punch available at all times. It's safe to say this was magnitudes easier than Liberty Falls. The circle space, while tight and a bit sketchy at times, gave an easy route to follow when my health bar would dip. Likewise, the vertical aspect of the room provided some easy maneuvering when I would get cut off. And of course, the Ray Gun Mark II comes in again for even more assistance on round 29 this game. It was at this point I realized this challenge made the box infinitely more necessary than in standard play. Now this isn't a rant about the box and other systems being useless in BO6, but it is something that made an impact for me when playing this mode. Citadel Daymore is an interesting one. It's not immediately an easier map. For the first half of your game, you'll be stuck with nothing but a mystery box and an arsenal machine. But what makes the starting room challenge special on this map is twofold. Firstly, this is the only map where the crafting table is accessible. Kill streaks being a big help on Liberty Falls, I figured this would just be an easier method to accessing them compared to the mystery box and random drops. But where this map really shines is when you hit round 25, you're rewarded with the Wonder Fizz machine. And if there's one thing you'll have an abundance of at this time, it's points. Being able to stack on all the perks I'd been missing made me feel so much more powerful. Perks like PhD and Double Tap made this so much more of a breeze. Not to mention an original ray gun to push me over that edge. And by the end, you should have built up plenty of salvage to make the last few rounds become an R3 button simulator. Very fun map. Next was Shattered Veil, and this is actually the first map I failed. It's just like Liberty Falls in the sense that all you get is a mystery box, but the map layout is much less forgiving. Different elevations and the bridge bottlenecking the zombies anytime I was on it forced me to play with movement being a much more central focus. Eventually, after some time, I stumbled onto the key element that makes all of these maps so much easier, and that is traps. Once I realized that, it made this map so much easier than it would have been otherwise. Before, I was using combat axes and a Ray Gun Mark II to get by, but once the Disciples started coming, using a combination of the trap and Void Sheath made the challenge on this map drop significantly. And last, but certainly not least, is the map that asks you not to go to round 40, but just a measly round 30. How hard can that be? Anyone can get to round 30 in BO6. The Terminus Starting Room Challenge was an incredible test of getting by with the bare minimum. With easily the tightest layout, no perk machines, no arsenal machine, not even a mystery box. All you get is an ammo box, a GS45 wall buy, and a single trap right in the middle. The BO2 Bus Depot map description actually said it best, calling it a masochist's dream. Although the closest feeling I can compare this to is Nocturne Toten. It's incredibly bare and movement is king here. I actually got very lucky with Juggernog and PhD as my two first perks, as they provided me a very solid offense and defense. Once the Manglers started spawning in is when I switched to using the trap for my main form of damage. Combat axes were also a huge help in killing zombies while the trap would reset. Thankfully, I got good killstreak drops that would come in super clutch for the occasional amalgam. I noticed too that the maps all have a rampage inducer, and I would personally like to see if it's possible to beat the Terminus starting room challenge without gobblegums and while rampage inducer is active. In conclusion, I actually do love this mode, and I think the rest of the community shares a similar sentiment. Many are calling for the mode to stay instead of only being available for a limited time, and I second that. This mode's biggest strength is its ability to make you crave power that otherwise comes so easily in the standard mode. It brings back that distinct feeling between each map. It brings back the appeal of the mystery box, wall weapons, and so on. I dare to even say it invokes a similar feeling to Nuketown Zombies with its unique mechanic of slowly introducing potential perk options as the map progresses. And that's a good thing. Honestly, this is a 10 out of 10 mode that completely wipes grief, and if you haven't experienced it, whether you're a new or old Zombies player, go give it a try. But anyways guys, if you enjoyed the video at any point, feel free to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you enjoy this mode, and if so, what is your favorite map to play it on. I also have a Twitter at AQDevi where I post a bunch of shower thoughts and ideas about zombies that may not require a full-length video. But I've been AQDevi, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.